Michael, have you got a team yet, or are you going to take today to assess conditions and make a final decision on what you're going to go with?
Yeah, we haven't picked our 11 yet. We had a good chat yesterday. We'll have another chat today. I think yesterday we made a decision. We wanted to come and see what the wicket was like today, see if that changes at all. And then we'll assess. We train this afternoon, so we'll assess after training and let the boys know and tell the rest of the world.
So it's likely that you probably won't announce a team till the coin toss. Is that accurate?
It's probably easier that way. By the time we get back to the hotel and tell all the players, it'll be 6, 7 o'clock at night. So it might be easier just to tell everybody at the toss is probably the easiest way.
Having a look at the pitch yesterday, what did you make of it? And it looks like it might be another turner.
Yeah, I think spin, well, it doesn't matter what wicket you're playing in India, I think spin's going to play a part. Firstly, how you face it, and secondly, how you bowl it as well. So that hasn't changed. The wicket looks quite dry. It looks like it's been ready for a while as well, which again, I'm not surprised. I don't think India will certainly be picking an extra fast bowler and taking a spinner out. And then we'll assess, like I say, what we think our best 11 is today. But the groundsman thinks the wicket's quite hard and thinks it'll have a lot more carry than what Chennai had. I look forward to seeing that.
James Pattinson bowled a lot of overs in the first test. There's obviously been a lot of talk throughout the summer about the way the players are managed and their workloads. How do you see him going, and is he going to be able to get through another test and potentially being the leading spearhead?
Yeah, look, Paddo's available for selection, there's no doubt about that. It helps when you only bowl really for one innings. We didn't have to bowl much in the second innings, so 30 overs over 6 or 7 days is not that much for Paddo. He bowled a little bit, couple of overs in the nets yesterday. He felt fine, so he's available for selection.
At the moment, obviously a little bit of a loss to lose Jackson Bird from the squad, a bit of that depth. Have you talked about or discussed sending a replacement player?
At this stage, I don't think we're sending anybody. I think we're really happy with our squad. We still have 16 players here. So right now, I don't think we're sending anybody. It is obviously disappointing for Jackson. He's a wonderful guy and a very good bowler. So my fingers are crossed for him that everything goes well back home and he's back in the Australian squad sooner rather than later. And
moving to Hyderabad was obviously an unfortunate or tragic incident here before we arrived. The team have now been here a couple of days. Everything looks pretty settled and everyone looks pretty happy and content with what's happened and what's in place and leading into the Test match.
Yeah, look, the boys are fine. Our focus is wholly and solely on playing good cricket. We've got people in charge of security and making sure everything around us is looked after, and that's a real positive for the players. It allows us just to focus on playing. I think a lot of credit has to go to the BCCI, Cricket Australia and the ACA for putting things in place and allowing us to feel so comfortable. It's obviously a tough time for the people of Hyderabad as well, losing a few people in the most recent bombings. So from the Australian team, our thoughts and prayers are with all the families, and again, hope that we can put on a really good show on the cricket field to put some smiles on some people's faces.
Looking ahead to the game starting tomorrow, crucial to try and go back and level the series at 1-1. What are you expecting India to throw at you? Are you expecting a lot of changes, or do you think they'll go with a similar sort of lineup?
I think it'll be pretty similar. They might bring Oja in, whether that's for one of their fast bowlers or to replace Harbhajan. Look, I think we know the opposition we're playing against. We know what conditions are going to be like. We need to be able to, I guess, perform a lot more consistent with both bat and ball than how we did in Chennai, and I think that patience is a really important word to use over here in the subcontinent. I think to make runs, you've got to be willing to bat for long periods of time. If you get a start, you've got to go on and cash in, make big hundreds. And I think the other side of that, bowling-wise, it's going to take hours, sessions, days to get Indian batsmen out, but you have to have the patience and the consistency to keep doing it over a long period of time to get your reward at the end of 5 days. So, we've spoken about that as a team. I think the guys are in a really good place. We know we have to improve from Chennai, and we're excited about this second test.
Lots of talk about what the Australian lineup might look like. You've obviously said that you haven't decided on it yet, but is the thinking that there might be some changes there, or are you going to firmly look at those conditions on whether or not you think playing two spinners would provide you with more flexibility?
Look, we'll assess, like I say, conditions today, and we'll try and pick what we think is the best 11 players to help us win this Test match.